drop this impact turn to the alternative. Then, if you don't believe that, extend the number 1 turn that says he's just using it as a tool to gain the ballot. He's saying my argument was that because he's happy that I run the neo-Kantian philosophy, he's trying to use it as a tool to gain the ballot. If he really wanted to talk about discourse, he should have just said, fine, fine, you win, but we'll talk about like deconstructing colonialism. Then, so here's how the extend the number 3 that like debate is supposed to teach you how to argue all sides, but he's saying that we ought to reject arguments that may seem bad because they don't let us actually get the educational benefits of even arguing something that we may not necessarily believe in. So here's how the round breaks down. I don't even link it to K. I put 3 drop impact turns on this, and I'm the only one making post fiat arguments. So if it comes to that, be frank.
Yeah.
Do I have it?
Oh, no.
So here's how I see that functioning. You say it's a drop turn. It's not against an argument that says that an argument makes no sense. That means he would never be able to challenge colonialist assumptions in the first place, which is his whole point. So you have to be able to challenge assumptions of colonialism and bring it out to the fore in the first place to be able to deconstruct it later. Then your next argument is Ripstein's anti-colonialist, right? So I think this is actually a pretty good argument, and I'm familiar with forced freedom. So I'm very receptive to this argument. There's 2 issues. One, you're not explicitly responding to the as evidence, but just talking about how even if that's the case, you still can't separate yourself from the historical legacy of the philosophy that you're representing in the first place. But moreover, I mean, I'm willing to give your access to the Ripstein argument and his as evidence of almost watching each other. The problem is you don't run just one neo-Kantian. You also have links. He also has links into the Engstrom evidence, which is another neo-Kantian. So while I'm willing to grant you that Ripstein might not be a colonialist, I think the fact that Engstrom still links into it means that he's going to be linking it pretty clearly. So I don't think you really debated this very strategically. I don't understand why there's a permutation on it. Why don't you just say, the argument about why Ripstein is an anti-colonialist should be a permutation, right? You should make the argument that you can do both. Do the 1AC advocacy and deconstruct racism, deconstruct colonialism. In fact, my author does this, so I have a solvency advocate for my permutation. And that gives you a lot of offense on this routine. But you're not generating real offense. Your answers are, I don't know, they're all really bad. Okay, the one I'm amenable to is how just because like some philosopher said good things and bad things doesn't mean that we ought to reject the good things just because he said all those bad things, right? And this is an interesting discussion because I was taking a class in ethnic studies over the summer, and I was talking about Kant and like later. I was talking about Kant and whatnot, and like how we have to affirm this kind of concept of universal humanity, right? And the professor was like, well, Kant's freaking racist. Like, what the hell? Like, you're not talking about this. And I made the comment, well, what if, like, Edward Said had said the exact same thing that Kant did? I mean, like, then would it be wrong? No. But the problem is that, like, that's not what Henry's argument is. It's a lot more nuanced than that. His argument is that not just that Kant was racist, but also that this philosophy, while being apparently non-racist, was actually used to justify a lot of colonialism and to justify colonialist interventions, despite the masking rhetoric of equality. So it's kind of like it's kind of like a pseudo ruse of policy argument for your right? Because it's like, oh, you know, you may say that you're trying to give all this rationality to people and respect that, but the fact is that you can